Hey, good morning, guys. Cheryl here, and I'm here with Brian with the Property Inspection Pros, and we're just asking him some questions this morning on an inspection here. And the first question we had for Brian was, I noticed that you were taking photos when you walked up to the house this morning.
Yeah.
What are the first 2 or 3 things that you do when you first arrive to inspect?
All right, well, the first photo that we actually take is it's for the cover photo for the inspection report. So it gives us a reference photo because we do multiple inspections a day. So having the ability to reference what home we're actually inspecting is nice. But what we do is we put that first photo of the entire house on the front page, so that way when the client gets the inspection report, they see the beautiful new home right on the front page, so they kind of know what's to come. Kind of from there, so we do what's called styles and materials. So what we're looking for, and even the homeowner will want to know this type of stuff because their insurance companies are going to ask them questions like, what type of roof do they have? What type of siding do they have? What kind of, they'll ask all these different questions about the property that they're purchasing. So what we do is we document that by photo. So for us, instead of sitting there writing it all down, we just take a photo of it. We have little hand signals for things that we do. And that just helps us whenever we're preparing the report for the client to be able to reference those photos and put that stuff in there, so that way they can easily reference it later on whenever they have questions about it.
So it's like a quick reference guide.
Correct.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and the second question that we had for you was, before you come over for an inspection, what are some tips that you can give homeowners to prepare for your inspection?
Yeah, outstanding. The first one is that, hey, we are going to take a lot of photos. Some people get a little creeped out that we're taking photos of all their stuff. We don't care about your stuff. We're more worried about the placement, layout, and the materials that are inside of the house. And sometimes if areas are blocked and we can't get to things, we'll take photos of that, so that way we can reference back to that later on, that, hey, we weren't able to inspect this because it was blocked. And that kind of brings me into my next point, would be unblocking everything. So there's a lot of systems and components that we really need to get to. That'd be like the water heater, the furnace, the air conditioning units. All these different types of main systems and components of the house are really important for us to be able to inspect for the new homeowner. So having those unblocked and unimpeded view will really help us out. Also, we check representative numbers of doors and windows and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that we can get to a good majority of those windows and doors. So we don't really want to crawl over people's stuff or have to start moving their stuff around. So it's really helpful for us to be able to have kind of clear pathways to things. Now, we do understand whenever you're in the home selling process that you typically declutter your home, and that all becomes the storage inside of the garage. So we're very comfortable with that, and we can work around most things, but inside the garage, that's where you're gonna have most of your water heaters and some of your furnaces. So just as long as you give us a pathway, so that way we can get to that, that'll really help out. And finally, we're looking up and around quite often. So it'd be a really big help to us if you can clean up all the little landmines from the puppies. That would really help us out. So yeah,
Awesome.
that's probably my last thing that we'd really like
helpful.
that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Brian, for answering our questions so thoroughly today.
Anytime.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.